What's up YouTube, Joe here from wargames. We're here with Joe, and Joe is going to bring us a physical manifestation of his Crystal Beast deck. Now, both me and Luke looked through the deck and we were like, what the are you playing? Like, he had no Rainbow Dragon, it had no Overload, and straight away we were like, Joe, you need to redo this. And then he went, yeah, and then he went, but you haven't seen my tech. And I said, well, what does your tech get you? And he specifically said, my tech gets me a Saruja plus a Borreload in my first turn. So I was like, okay, let's see this in action. So he's going to bring you the deck profile, and then he's going to do you the combo afterwards to show you this whole Saruja and Borreload with one card, was it?
It starts off with one card and then with potentials after that, so yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah. So, Joe, show us this monstrosity.
So I've been testing with this deck a lot yesterday after work, and like just constantly test hands after, and I always ended up with a Borreload and a Saruja. So let's go for it. So the monsters, you've got to have your 3 Sapphire Pegasus, all different rarity, just to annoy everybody. So, but Sapphire Pegasus is your Stratos. It's the best card in the Crystal Arsenal except Ruby Carbuncle. As soon as it's summoned, you get a crystal from your deck or graveyard or hand into the back row. So that's really important when you go through the deck and you feel like you've run out of crystals in your deck, but you then realise, oh hey, I can just stack the back row, so from the graveyard. So you got your 3 Pegasus. 2 Ruby Carbuncles. I did have it at 3, but in testing I had to drop it, and after dropping it I realised the deck was still fine, perfectly fine with just 2, but if you want to go for a more pure build, like a rainbow build, one that I will be continuously testing in this deck in general, I'll be testing even like the Abundance, maybe even Tech the Abundance, so, you can ump Ruby to 3. 2 Cobalt Eagles, just because Cobalt Eagle gives you more access into the extra deck with things like Lightning Chidori and all that kind of thing. And then I had the 1 Topaz Tiger, and that's all my Crystal Beasts. Topaz is in here for an additional name, but also for the beat stick potential, so there's that. I do play the 2 Hamon, so you could say this is my main deck win con. This is like my Rainbow Dragon, so on and so forth. Just because I think Hamon is just a lot easier to summon, with the field spell support as well. Hamon is a big massive problem in the beat stick, but just overall it is the easiest to summon out of like him and the Rainbow Dragon, so in arguable sense in my personal opinion. So I got the 2 Hamons in here, so that's that. Moving on to the non-Crystal Beast stuff, I do play the Venus engine. The reason I play the Venus engine is because in testing without the Venus engine, I was, even with all the consistency and all the support this deck has gotten, I was struggling to get to my combo pieces, and I'd have like a first board of just like either a rank 4 or just a Pegasus, and that's it. So I was looking for all my cards and I noticed I had the Venus engine, so I thought, oh, let's try it out. So I laid out the deck, got it in here, and in testing it's just absolutely amazing. So you now have 2 opening plays. Either you get the Venus to go into the Saruja, draw into your other combo pieces, or you have the Crystal combo to get to your Saruja and draw into your combo pieces. So you have 2 ways to get your plays going to end with your massive 2 link 4 first turn boards, or a link 4 and maybe like a Babushka, something like that. So the potential in here is a lot now with the Venus engine. I do play 2 effect layers to round up the main deck. This can be any hand trap you want, especially with the Kyber set coming out. This can literally be anything you want that fits your playstyle and your budget. So for spells and traps now, yes, there is traps in here. I am waiting on my 3rd, but you play 3 Crystal Bonds, you've got to have 3 Crystal Bond. It's part of your 2 card Crystal Beast combo. It literally adds a Crystal Beast from your deck to your hand and places one on the board with a different name. So Crystal Bond, you've got to have the Stratos for the spell cards. You have the 3 Rainbow Bridge. Absolutely busted the fact that it isn't once per turn, so if you have all 3 in your hand, you can play all 3. And your combo requires Bond and Beacon, so being able to open like 2 bridges and essentially have the combo is just absolutely amazing. But 3 Beacon, if you have 2 crystals in your back row, you summon a crystal from your deck. So Beacon's just absolutely amazing, part of your combo. I do play 2 one-ofs of 1 Promise and 1 Blessing. I'm thinking of upping one of these to 2, I'm not entirely sure which one. I'm going towards Blessing just because it will make Hamon a lot more live. But it's completely personal preference. So Promise summons 1 for the back row, so it's kind of like a pseudo monster reborn for Crystal Beast, and Blessing places up to 2 from the graveyard into the back row. To round up my Hamon engine, I do play the 1 Fallen Paradise and 1 Terraforming. Terraforming is basically allowing you to have 2 Fallen Paradise in your deck. But Fallen Paradise, if you have a Sacred Beast on the field, you can draw 2 cards each turn, and your Sacred Beast can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. So Fallen Paradise is really good, making your Hamon a pseudo Magi Spectre in a way. 1 Upstart, having a 39 card deck is really good. Dark Holders can be Regeki, especially with the Kyber set coming out. 2 MSTs, I kind of wanted to just have some form of back row removal in this deck. But these can be anything you want, and I'm even tempted to trade them out for a Abundance and maybe another Crystal Beast. I'm not entirely sure, but this, again, all up to personal preference. 2 Pot of Desires, because drawing cards and getting to your combo pieces is really important. You don't mind banishing too much in this deck, other than maybe your Shine Balls, but even then it's not too detrimental. It just means your Venus is like less explosive, but you can still make the Sayuja because Venus is still 3 monsters of different names. To round out spells, I do play the 1 Monster Reborn because being able to revive a Pegasus or a Venus or anything that you want is just absolutely busted, and as well as your links as well. I do play 2 traps. I do play the 2 Solemn Scolding because I really like to have at least some form of back row. Even being able to end your boards most of the times with 2 Link 4s and a Scolding set, it was very common when in testing. So Scolding is just really strong in this deck because everything is face up, you never really set. The only thing that you probably set is MST, but even then MST is still chainable easily. So Scolding is just really nice in this deck, being able to just like negate anything. So that's the main deck. The extra deck is very toolboxy, but Crystal Beast has always been toolboxy. Like I've been playing Crystal Beast, or at least used to play Crystal Beast like way back in the day, way before Master Rule 4 and everything like that. I used to play it with like Photons as like just an Xyz toolbox deck. So to me the extra deck has always just been like empty. So for the big links, you have your Sayuja and your Borload, things I've been saying like all video. Sayuja is literally the consistency of the deck, as well as also giving your Crystal Beast the extra attack buff that they need, making Pegasus like a 21, Topaz a 19 on base with 23 on attack when it attacks. So Sayuja is really good. Your Pegasus just works on summon. Your Venus just works whenever you want to. So Sayuja is just really amazing in this deck, and Borolo is just like literally the best like Link 4 in the game at the moment. I only play 1 Link 3, and that is Decode Taka, but you can literally put more links in here if you want, which then I would probably say maybe up Decode to 2, and add some other things like a Ningirsu or stuff like that. It's completely personal preference. 1 Underclock Taker, your Crystal Beasts are naturally weak, so just being able to have an Underclock with a Crystal Beast underneath it, producing something, and then being able to just beat over things. The 1 Proxy Dragon, because it's just very generic, as well as Ib. Ib's very generic in Crystal Beast because everything is of a different type and a different attribute. So being able to make Ib is just really, really easy in this deck, especially with the Venus engine. Just gives more types for you, so Ib's really good. To round up with the links, and for the Venus engine, I play the 1 Link Spider and the 1 Induk. We don't have here in the UK Link Karibo, so Induk is kind of like the Link Karibo in the combo. So you make summon your Venus, get your 3 Shine Balls, make Link Spider first, and then Induk after that. You got 4 monsters of different names to make your Sayuja. For XCs, I play just like XCs that will just help me get over things and just give me an additional buff. So Lightning Chidori, as I explained before with the Cobalt Eagle. I play a 3 card Utopia package. So I play the Utopia, Utopia Ray and the Lightning, so I can at least use Lightning twice at most. And then those are my rank 4s. I play 2 rank 3s of Breaksword because it actually combos well with Crystal Beast, and the 1 Giga Brilliant because Giga Brilliant I think is like a staple in Crystal Beast decks, because being able to get 2 rubies is very easy, so you can let Giga Brilliant and buff up everything. In combining Giga Brilliant with Cyuja, all of your monsters are getting like, at least the ones that Cyuja's pointing to, are all getting like a 600 point buff. 900 at most if you use Giga Brilliant twice, so it's just absolutely, absolutely amazing. Like your Pegasus becomes a 27, just absolutely busted. But yeah, that's the deck. So next will be a combo guy or test hand. So
we just do a combo. If you know the combo beforehand, just
oh yeah, well,
get ready to go. Show us what you got.
So going over the easiest one is like literally you summon your Creation Venus, get her on the board. You pay 1500 and then you summon your 3 Shine Balls from your deck, and I think hand and deck. So it's not too.
Ideally, you want them all from deck.
Ideally, yeah, you would love to have them all from deck. So you link 1 into your Link Spider, and then you'll link the other one into your Induk. So now you have 4 monsters of all different names.
Well, there you go. If you open it up with in hand, you can use Link Spider's effect to save you 500.
Yeah, you can do that as well. And then you make your Cyuja. Cyuja literally draws you like 4 cards, and then you put 3 back. So that's consistency to fix your hand. So that's combo 1. The big one is when you have these 2 cards. So you have Bond and a Beacon, and again, Bridge can either be either one or both, because Bridge isn't once per turn. So you play your Bond. Bond will add your Pegasus to your hand and set one of these 2 to the board. So let's put your Topaz to the board. Then you normal summon your Pegasus, and Pegasus gets you your Cobalt from your deck. Next you'll play Beacon, because you have 2 Crystal Beasts in your back row. You can summon a Crystal Beast from your deck, which then gets you your Ruby. Ruby now activates on special summon, summons all Crystal Beasts as possible from your back row. So you summon your 2 from your back row, and then you link all into Cyuja. And then Cyuja again gives you your 4 cards, which then, just in that, because basically you want to get the Cyuja and you hope to draw to Pegasus or Venus. So if you've done the Crystal Beast way and you drew into your Venus, Cyuja can then special summon the Venus, and you can literally do the Venus combo after your Cyuja combo, getting you your 2 Link 4s, and then you'll end with your Bolo Dragon.
So it's a 1 card to 2 card combo to get into Cyuja, and then Cyuja's hoping to draw off of that
into the other combo. So you're kind of using 1 combo to get to the other. And they just kind of alternate very nicely, because Pegasus is just on summon, and Venus just is literally as long as she's on the board and you've got balls left.
No balls.
Put it that way, you can do the other combo. So
excellent.
Yeah.
So a little bit quirky, a little bit weird, a little bit fun. It is a shame about the price of some of the Crystal Beast new support that it can't be considered budget. But you know, that's just the way of the world with the way the game kind of goes at this moment in time. But it has given us a couple of options. It has shown us what the deck can kind of do and move forward that way. And it's very, very fun for Crystal Beast to finally get some support, even though we are still missing the Pendulum Monsters, is that right?
Yeah. So there's 2 Pendulum Monsters and I think 2 traps and a spell. And the two pendulums would have been like amazing if we got them at the time, but now only like 1 of them is fully playable, just because it's another searcher. It's kind of like another bridge in a way. So
anyway, that is it for the deck profile. A very interesting kind of take on the deck. I hope you liked it. I hope it gives you a couple of ideas or a different angle on the way it plays. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Till next time, guys. As always,
Happy Dueling!
Also YouTube, thanks for watching that video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button. And of course, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button in the bottom left hand corner and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. We've got more deck profiles, duels, pack openings, and many more Yu-Gi-Oh videos coming up for you all year round. So don't forget to stay tuned for all of that. Thanks, and as always guys, happy dueling.